Hello, everybody. It is that time of the week. It is your illustrious host, Infernal Drake and Dragon's Fury.
Hope you all been having a good week.
And if not, we hope the episode helps. We have news, changes, etc. So we are going to be moving into a full video-esque style like podcast for the YouTube. I want to kind of have everything there in the main platform. Don't worry, everyone, audio only people. It still will be RSS feeded out to everything. It's just going to be as a video. So there's not necessarily going to be quote unquote something there per se. There may be like a fill-in mark, like where it's just like kind of like our pictures, whatever usually is what it's going to be. Most likely that's what it's going to be because that's just easier. Our Patreon ones will obviously have our gameplay and then like the Discord chat and all that stuff. So nothing changed on that front, but want to boost the exposure and everything that is going out to the YouTube people, so you guys can share everything, comment, blah blah blah, really get out there. I do know there's a delay for a lot of the other ones. I'm sorry, I can't fix that because the way I upload is by RSS feed, so everything is coming from Spotify. So if you're on Spotify, you get direct, but our Apple people, our other podcast platforms, you guys are kind of I think unfortunately you guys got to be a week behind now, due to how late certain things come out and whatnot. Like I said, I can't fix that, but everything is still there. You're not missing anything. You're just kind of behind, like the dub on anime. And also we are going to start our journey on TikTok tomorrow when this posts. My side of the account has gained access to lives, so we are going to do our first podcast live this weekend. We're gonna do.
How do you get access live on TikTok? Like, do you need certain followers or something?
Yeah. I think you need to hit a certain follower count, certain likes, certain views, stuff like that. Because I've been posting, all the clips and stuff like that. So been trying to build the forum and whatnot. So yeah, I had got the notification I believe last week, and so I've been like working on trying to get that set up. I still have to do the payouts because I feel that you get immediate access to that, so people can do the gifting of the little icons and all that for like the little golds and stuff like that, and all the likes and whatnot. All that currency that they have there will be available for us so that we can get like the payouts when we hit our whatever mark that it pays out at. Still got to do that because I think I have to set it as a PayPal, and I have a PayPal, but I use it for my mother. So like I made a PayPal so that she could pay somebody when she went to go get her hair done. Like it literally had no other purpose. So I gotta remember what the login information, all that is, so I can do the conversion and whatnot.
Yes, the tale is all the time.
Yeah.
What is my login?
What is my login? So we have that coming up. The plan is for a couple hours, so whenever Infernal gives me the window in his such busy schedule of being a superstar, we'll link up for that.
Yeah, I mean, no, and also I'm getting back into streaming. I streamed a little bit yesterday. I felt so stupid during that stream. Like literally, like it was not even complex puzzles in the Little Nightmares DLC, and I'm just like, once I realized, I was like, oh, I just need to go this way. I'm stupid.
I'm kind of stupid.
Yeah, but I'm planning I'm basically planning on finishing up that DLC, and then getting into Little Nightmares 2. Try to get it done before Little Nightmares 3 comes out.
There's more? Oh my god!
Yeah, well, they've announced Little Nightmares 3, and they've been showing a little bit about it, but they haven't shown a release date from my knowledge. I know it's supposed to follow 2 new people, so 6 and Mono aren't going to be in it, at least from my understanding. But who knows? I mean, they might show up as like guest characters, or I don't know. I haven't played Little Nightmares 2, so I don't know what happens to any of them. I just know their names,
Right.
and what they look like.
Oh, well, there's stuff like that. Yeah. I I think I'm gonna just kind of like stick to like the game posts, the gameplay stuff or whatever. Like I might do like pop-up streams or whatever, because the main games that I would want anyone watching is on my PlayStation, and it only comes out so well. And I'm not buying all. One, I don't have the money, and two, I'm not like buying all this extra stuff just to have like get the game capture and then have my laptop set up, so because I it's not that serious. So maybe once I go full PC,
Make it serious.
maybe when I go full PC, then I'll do it. But other than that, we're gonna stick to the clips and the lives and the,
I would
the
love
stuff.
to. I'm going to attempt streaming some Monster Hunter eventually. I'm just afraid of like how well that's going to go, since already like my processor is just like, what are you doing?
It's like, what is happening?
It's like my hunter's on fire, my PC is on fire, everything's on fire.
Everything's on fire. Who knows? Yeah, but saying I know at one point I'm probably gonna
Literally
get a
just
new
fireball to the face.
get a new computer, mainly just because it's like the what I have is just probably just gonna is giving it's giving issues that not necessarily can fix, kind of deal. Like I
Just
like
aging
hardware stuff.
components.
Yeah, like well, not missing components, but like I can't fix the audio port problem, right? Like
Yeah.
that's broken in a way that I can't replace.
Yeah.
I've
Well, I
lost
mean,
connectivity.
You'd have to replace the actual component.
Well, yeah, but like the way that is, like I have to replace everything that's in that top part of my case. Like it's not just a port; it's like the ports that's there.
Got it.
Um,
Yeah, I've been wanting to upgrade my PC, but obviously with the current series of unfortunate events in my life, that has taken a back seat until I can start getting money again.
Right. I'm in the same boat. That's what I'm trying to get as smooth and as transition as possible. The main issue is just trying to find something that pays the same, because I just can't.
That's what I'm aiming for.
I can't lose a lot of money as is, and it took me a couple years to get to the point I'm at. So like I can't really drop back down because it's gonna take me another couple years to get back there.
Yeah,
so,
I mean, same.
So I was like,
Like,
can't really.
I know, it's just like we really gotta make this. We got everyone listening. We gotta get this podcast out there and really popping.
Yeah, we need all y'all to donate that $1 that you got. That's it. Just everybody give $1, and then we'll see you in the next 3 months, because that's how long it's gonna take you to get like another, play money dollar. But then send the love, send the likes, just get it out there. We'll do the rest in the back end. And so yeah, so the topic.
Yeah, now to the actual topic.
Not to the actual topic, yeah. So
Sorry for our
it's
little,
still a rant, because that's just what
IRL
we do.
Ranting.
But that's what makes it relatable. That's how we aren't just voices in the wind. So
Hello.
of course it's a rant, because that's all I do. And so mild spoilers for true shows being Solo Leveling, if you haven't watched that or finished it, and then Devil May Cry, since that just dropped. It's only 8 episodes, so I know most people have finished it, because you guys are weirdos.
I binged it all last night.
Because you guys are weirdos. But it's not even like a big spoiler. It's just like a point, and it's from episode 1.
Maybe do a spit take there. God. Like I'm sorry. I really enjoy Devil May Cry.
You can really enjoy something, but like it gives lack of self-control. That's what.
I mean, that's Devil May Cry. They did it right.
Oh my goodness. So it's a conversation that I've been having with my coworkers of late because it's been stemming from solo leveling. So, without going into great details, Jin is an asshole, and Jin's a bastard. Because he is choosing to not do certain things because he doesn't want people to know certain stuff, which is fine up to a point. After that point, it doesn't make sense for him not to be, like, doing these things, right? It's out. The cat's out of the bag. The jig is up. They got us. They caught us. Back's against the wall. The lights are flashing.
Yeah, it's like before, like when he was trying to hide the fact that he was an actual S rank. It's like it makes sense. You don't want to draw attention to yourself, even though you, unfortunately, were drawing attention to yourself no matter what. But yeah, no, it's like after the fact that he was like, hey, he's the, what was it, 10th S rank of
the
South
new
Korea.
One. Yeah, the new one.
And it's just like, yeah, no, after that point, you kind of have a responsibility as an S rank to do S rank things.
See, I wouldn't necessarily say responsibility. It's more of the fact that because let's be frank, he was never doing anything for anyone else outside of his mom, right? Yeah. That was it. It was I got one goal, and it's to be able to take care of my mom in this state. I fixed this problem fixed. I'm back to say, I don't give a fuck, right? Then they give us that voice line where he was like, I got everything I wanted, but why do I feel uneasy, right? Because shit's about to hit the fan, my guy. That's why. Yeah, it's called foreshadowing.
Literally a raid that multiple S ranks have lost their lives at that was failed 2 times previously. I think it was 2 times previously. And it's just like, you basically know you are the strongest S rank around, so...
So it's like, it's kind of, it gives, do I need to, or whatever, right? But like I said, we're trying to keep the spoilers as low as possible for those who haven't finished everything or haven't watched, because I know one of my coworkers has been waiting for it to finish so that he could watch everything, because, weirdo. And
wait, what? The season's over.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what he's been waiting for.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, actually, I guess the real question is the dub complete?
The dub is not complete, which means the season just ended not too long ago.
Okay.
Because I think they were only a week behind.
Okay.
A week or two behind, so... Yeah, it should have just ended not too long ago.
The dub should have ended like last week or 2 weeks ago.
So...
I think, excuse me.
So let me see. When was... Yeah, fuck it, I don't care. So the point of the matter is that people haven't watched it. But so what stemmed from like the various conversation of him being a jackass is the annoyance of the story of kind of like if it's intentional or if it's just kind of like a thought that never crosses writers' minds of the general population being stupid. And not in a stupid kind of like, oh, they're ignorant kind of stupid. It's oh, hey, we are literally going to delulu ourselves out of out of the reality. So for that to make sense, example, the strongest example, One Punch Man, specifically the Sea King fight.
Yeah.
All right, so generally speaking, everyone knows what One Punch Man is. And for those who are coming into the anime world, because we are coming, we are opening arms and everyone is kind of like jumping on the bandwagon and diving into all of their fandoms and nerdoms that they wanted to do back in the day, but didn't, it's whatever. Welcome, glad to have you. So One Punch Man, in their world, people with extraordinary abilities are the norm. What level that is to be determined, and there's a whole organization for that. Cool, right? We know people have powers. We know people can do extraordinary things. They are
Now
out
they can
in the
ride
public.
bicycles.
Yeah, I mean, it was like the greatest one. Um, we know that they're public. They're very public about it. It's not hidden. It's not a secret organization. It's a public. Everyone knows that these motherfuckers exist and they're doing what they do, right? So you got Big Boy Sea King doing what he do, wrecking the place, showing people what's up, running the smokiest of all fates. Everyone's fighting him. They're doing their very best. Not getting very far, but they're doing their very best. And these are high-ranking heroes, right? These are high-ranking, acknowledged individuals of power and popularity, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they go in and they get their asses kicked, right? It's like, and our boy Saitama comes in, hits him with the yagity boo, and boom, it finishes it. Cool, right? Great. Explain to me why, in the same minute, these audience members, or they're watching this show, they're panicking or whatever,
They were on the edge of their seats.
They saw Sea King breaking everybody's back in, giving the meanest back shots, and breaking every ankle, arm, face, nose, tooth that is coming into his vicinity.
Melting,
crumbling, whatever, right? They witnessed that. They saw that their high-ranking individuals get whooped. And then here comes this guy who goes, hit him with that one punch, right? First, they ignored the fact that he did it in one punch and the devastation that was caused from that punch.
I know, he literally split the sky.
Number 2, they then verbally say, oh, if this C-ranked nobody could have taken him down, he must have not been all that powerful, and all of our high-ranking people must have not been as high-ranked as we thought. Do you understand how much copium you had to eject into both eyes to convince yourself of that?
It was just so crazy that they could not believe it.
I would have been more inclined to believe that a space alien race of sentient towels that live off of THC has come to the planet Earth to steal our weed before I believe that...
What are you talking about? That's called Planet Rolly.
I am so done with you. There you have it, folks. I'm going solo.
And well, I guess I have to find another drop again. Yeah, damn, 2 drop hunts. Fuck.
Oh god, that is so funny. So I'm just like, what? All right. And so I was like, why did they write that in there? Why did they put that? Like, that doesn't make any sense. That's so fucking stupid, right? And then you have, and just in general. So we're switching over to like the other like OP high, like overpowered like main character or whatever. You have this main character, this overpowered main character that's going around and doing feats in public egregiously, right? Mm-hmm. Showing off his power, showing off things that is not normal, right? It's one thing if no one's around, no one's there to witness it. Whoever's there to witness it is kind of like the old country bumpkin or like the class kook, right? No, it is everybody. Everyone is witnessing this happening. Everyone is seeing these things like happen. Now, mind you, I don't expect them to understand exactly what's happening. Like if you see a guy reach his hand up and then the sun goes out for a second, I don't expect you to know that, hey, there's a demigod standing next to you that needed to turn the lights out for a second so he could rub his eyes. Like, right. I don't expect you to understand that, right? But what I do expect you to do is to react like a normal human being, like, oh shit, the sun just went out for a second. What is that? Like, I would be fine with the whole hysteria, too. I was like, oh, it's the end of days. God's judgment has come. Whatever. This is a sign. But that is more reasonable of a reaction than just saying, oh, that happened, and then going on with your life. What? No.
I mean, when so much shit goes on, you're just like, well, that's new. All right, anyway.
But these aren't the places that is like that. Like, this isn't like, you know, what's it? Attack on Titan. This isn't Attack on Titan, where it's like, hey, every time I wake up, I am under the threat of a giant man-eating abomination to humanity is going to come to our outside gate, knock on it, climb up, and say hi. That, yeah, oh, the sun went out. Cool. What else could go wrong? That would make sense. Hell, Bleach, I would be more inclined to believe people happening like that. Because people are getting their bodies dropped left and right. Nope, it's just another day. Katakura Town is shaking. Here comes another earthquake. There goes that section of the city again. Oh, it looks like that one's like, didn't they just rebuild that one? If shit is happening like that, but fine.
Like, literally the opening of 1,000 Year Blood War, and we just have Ichigo throwing off Getsukas and Bankai, and it's just like...
Just left and right.
Like people, and also Chad punching a hollow into a building. It's just like, I would love, like, just someone going for a walk. Obviously, they can't see hollows, but all of a sudden, you just see the giant skull, like, scar on this building, just like... What?
Right? But like you said, if it's happening all the time, it was like, oh, hey, it's just a Tuesday. But a lot of these instances, it's not normal. Like, yes, it's normal to have, like, you know, the adventuring guilds or whatever, but you have to actively go out for that, right? The common person isn't experiencing the adventurer's life all the time. So when they hear, like, the stories of the adventurers, when they come back from being on their quests and they're drinking and making merry in their taverns, or, like, the royalty is posted out, like, this bounty for this dangerous, you know, mystical beast or being, or the freaking demon lord who's running the nation 12, you know, continents over, you are like, you're aware of it, but it still doesn't affect you, right? But you have someone doing this that affects you. For example, the anime where all of his powers is, like, routed through slimes.
Yes, I know what you're talking about.
Right?
I can't remember the name of the damn.
Man clears a forest, peels the bark off it, preps it, everything, and then sticks it in his proverbial bag of holding of a slime.
Yeah. And
then barfs it out onto the floor and everything, right? These people react properly. He was like, hey, I have more. What do you mean you have more? Oh, I thought you needed this for... Sorry. Yeah, that amount was for the whole city for a week. Oh, well, my bad. I got all this. She freaks out. It was like, what do you mean? Proper reaction. The guys, when he was chopping all those logs down, they were like, hey, have you done this before? Not really. Okay, that's weird, but we need all the help we can get. Okay, gives him little, training. Is like, okay, you do it like this or whatever. Perfect, rat. Starts clearing the forest in, like, one swing. Everyone is dumbfounded. Proper reaction.
Yeah.
No trying to issue it away or whatever, right? Then, on the other side of things, you have, what if, it's that stupid long name, hold on. Oh, suppose a kid from the last dungeon, Boonies, moved to a starter town, right?
God, that one.
They had both the, this is what's supposed to happen, and then trying to Delulu it away, right?
And this is what's not supposed to happen.
And then this is what's not supposed to happen, right? So when everyone that attacked him on instinct, who is like a high level like fighter or martial artist, or like someone who's like been in combat a lot, everyone who attacked that guy on instinct, proper reaction. Why?
Yeah.
Because the dude exudes the aura that kicks
Of the final boss.
everyone's battle sense into, oh god, I'm in freaking danger.
I'm gonna die.
It's fight or flight, and there's no way out. I gotta fight. Like, it's instant. It's not even like oh, what is that? Like, no. When he was walking up on the tavern and he's like, oh my god, what the hell is that? Like, is someone attacking? Like, he's trying to assess all this thing while he's in his bar with no one around, and he's having Vietnam flashbacks of danger for this kid who walks in his front door. He's asking, is he an assassin? He's asking, it was like, oh, where does he come from? Is it everything that I've done in my past finally coming out? He's asking all the right things, right? Everyone else who's witnessed him do some stupid shit and just being like, no, that's just the thing. No!
Like, it makes sense. Like, it makes sense for like the people from his village because they're all like that.
Yeah, and he's the runt of the litter. So
Which is still crazy to think about.
It's so terrifying to think about. That terrifying.
It's like you're saying you're the weakest from your village.
You are the worst of us all.
Like, what?
And you are a walking calamity.
It's just like, no one piss off these villagers. Like, your continent will be gone.
And again, that's the boonies. That's not even the main part of that area. Those are their yokels.
Right? God, it's like when you think about like the world of like Hunter x Hunter. Like, I basically like. Do you know about Hunter x Hunter?
Esque, but yeah.
Okay. So for the most part of the series takes place like on what you would assume is like a good part of the world. Yeah, no. That what they are on is technically like an island in a ginormous lake.
Yeah, love it.
That is surrounded by what's known as the Dark Continent, which is where all of the things that are nightmarish live. That basically that makes all of the top hunters look like fodder. And I'm just like,
yeah, these are all the things that go bump in the night, and then these are all the things that go bump in the night are scared of.
It's like, these are the boogeymen, and these are the things that kill the boogeyman.
Yeah. It was like, oh, we just send John Wick out of him. Like, it's so aggravating because, again, it's like, how have we gotten this far of, like, popularity and all of these amazing stories and all of this stuff? And it's not just, like, in anime either. Like, it happens in live action, too. So, for those who watched all of Flash, there's an episode where the timeline gets out of whack. Per usual, it's Barry's fault. But
which time?
Exactly. So, so in this particular case, Big Bad Damien Dark is alive, right? He's supposed to be dead. And so he shows up, and Joe is like, Barry, why is there a supervillain standing in my living room? Perfect reaction. There is a dead man and the guy who caused so many problems standing in front of me. Why? just
like,
why?
He's not supposed to be here.
He's not supposed to be here, right? And it's just like it's just the irrational explaining off of things that are supposed, like, that you claim is abnormal, and then just make it seem like, oh, it's nothing at all, right? Another good example of them doing it right, which is why I'm so mad when it still happens. I can't remember its title. But basically, this kid gets the blessings of all of the gods of that world's pantheon, and so he's stupid, powerful.
I've been meaning to check that one out.
It's hilarious.
Okay. I'm pretty sure I've said in past episodes, like, whenever it's an anime with like a really overpowered character, I'm always like iffy, because like most of the time it's like very one note and kind of stale and not really all that funny. But like, if you're saying it's a funny series,
It is
check it out.
Hilarious, because he's going through like so he's just being like, hey, I just want to be an adventurer, right? And literally everything is going against him. He's the son of he's the third son of like one of the most renowned barons of the area. He has all of the blessings of all of the deities at like max rank. It's not even supposed to be a thing, right? He's so overtly powerful because of them. He's just whatever, right? But he's super humble, right? So he was like, hey, he goes, like, when he's a kid, he gets 2 teachers that are supposed to teach him magic and, like, warrior skills. And he was like, cool, well, I know how to do this. Boom, 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 boom. And again, it's at a stupid level. And then he's like, oh, I know how to do this. Ba-da-da-da, whatever. But that's it. So I'm super excited for you to teach me stuff. And they're just like, what the fuck am I going to possibly teach this child?
I mean, at that point, it's just like teach him control.
Well, that's what they did, or whatever, right? But again, he's humbled. He knows he's busted, but he's still being like, I don't know enough. Like, I'm still, for all intents and purposes, because it's an isekai, I'm a child, right? But he's like, oh my god, it's like this is happening or whatever, and then every time he does something just extraordinarily like out of whack, people are just like, oh god, okay, how do we like make it so people don't panic that he did the thing? It's so funny. He's trying so hard not to cause problems for himself, and he keeps causing problems for himself.
Ah, damn.
So there's a scene where he gets into...
Don't blow up the school. Don't blow up the school. I blew up the school.
Pretty much. So circumstances happen that he gets into a mock battle with... Oh, no. The captain of the guard. I'll let you watch how he gets there. But he does the thing. Shenanigans happen after that, and it comes back to bite him in the ass. But everyone was like, hey, why is this kid being able to keep up with our captain?
Right? I mean, that's the right question.
Right, that's what I'm saying. There's so many instances of people doing it like right. I don't know why the other thing keeps happening. Like, it's so aggravating. I wish it would stop. But I could go on for days about this because there's so many instances of this, but we are at that time where I need to go do something else. So again, we thank you for all of the support, especially now in our transitional rough waters and whatnot. We will continue to get our episodes out. We're gonna be doing the lives. We have more content coming, more stuff coming. Like, check out the TikToks, all of that stuff. For TikTok, you'll be under my name. For Dragon's Fury 90 Shri. Infernal has started his streaming again, so check out his page. He has our podcast linked on his page as well on the Twitch. So we're all around. Find us if you love us. Find us if you don't love us, because exposure is exposure, and then you will come to love us. So either way, we love you for loving us, and until next time, see you.
See you next time.